Since 1911, the Pierre Parts Store has been your one-stop shop. Family owned and operated for 4 generations, the Pierre Parts Store has served the community by providing groceries, hardware, home products, and much more, including a full-service lumber yard. Now, we've added the Thibodeau store to the family with the same values and service we've delivered for over 100 years. The Pierre Parts Store and the Thibodeau store, our family serving your family.
All right, welcome back. We're joined now by Captain Brennan Mathurna of the Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Department. And good to see you, Captain. How are you?
I'm doing good, Martin. How are you?
Good, good. I know we're all busy and you got a lot to do, but we understand you have some information on some arrests that y'all made, so I'll give you the floor if you don't mind.
Yeah, we made quite the discovery in the last couple of weeks as we were investigating a reported possible sexual abuse involving a couple in the cutoff area. We ended up arresting 34-year-old Jordan Terrio and 33-year-old Jenny Terrio. This is a husband and wife from the cutoff area. And as you see, there is a laundry list of charges that they are facing, including 2 counts of first-degree rape on Jordan's end, 2 counts of principal of first-degree rape on Jenny's end, and then both facing charges like pornography involving juveniles, and that would be production of pornography involving juveniles, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. We found 14 firearms in the residence when we were conducting a sweep. You see the picture here, along with a large amount of ammunition, as well as drugs, and a variety of drugs at that, Valium, Xanax, morphine, marijuana. Obviously we acquired the search warrants, pending the sexual abuse allegations, and in reference to that investigation, and it just uncovered a large amount of, like I said, firearms and ammunition and drugs that we were able to also tie to them. So now they're facing, like you saw, a number of charges, but the most significant of which is 2 counts of first-degree rape. You see here Jordan Terrio. Jordan is ultimately the one involved that is charged directly with 2 counts of first-degree rape. Jenny is charged with principal to first-degree rape. However, as far as the courts are concerned, they treat the charges the same. So as far as penalties and things of that nature, both essentially face those very serious charges.
Y'all have made a lot of arrests over the years. Y'all do a great job of taking care of the community. But when we get to these types of crimes, and we've reported on, a handful of these over the years, but this one's incredibly intense. It's got a lot of things to it. It's got a lot of weapons with it. Have you ever seen something quite like this? This one seems extreme to me.
Yeah, this is a lot different than, our typical arrest. It's not uncommon for us to have drug-related investigations, especially narcotics agents, to go to a house looking for drugs and find large sums of money, stockpiles of weapons and ammunition. But this one just kind of doesn't fit that mold, right? We were investigating for a rape case, and actually it started as just a sexual abuse case, and we found evidence of rape and other charges. So, when you're investigating something like that and juvenile detectives are on the case, when they execute a search warrant at a residence, this is, it's not uncommon to find guns at a residence, Martin, especially in South Louisiana, and not ammunition either. But in this case, you have 2 convicted felons who had no legal right to possess any of these firearms. So that was the first red flag, but also just the sheer large amounts of ammunition. So obviously, and again, you see the picture here, just a huge cache of weapons and ammo while we're investigating a sex abuse case. So certainly this one is still quite under investigation, and officials or investigators are still trying to kind of unpack this one and put the pieces together.
Yeah, this is one of them that makes you shake your head. When y'all do these types of investigations and it results in the arrest like this, and of course, they're going to meet the district attorney in short order and things of that nature. But do you find the correlation with drugs a lot in these instances, or sometimes are they on an island by themselves?
With regard to sex abuse cases, a lot of times that ends up being the only charge involved and is very specific. And that's just, based on kind of anecdotal evidence over the years and doing these news releases, doing these investigations. Typically, when you have some type of sex abuse or some sort of sex crime, that typically is one of the only charges involved. You might have another couple of, minor charges, but it is very rare to find a large cache of weapons and drugs like we did when we start a sex abuse investigation.
Yeah, and when I guess the officers involved in the investigation, when you come across some of the pornography, I guess it's got to be mind-blowing to see that individuals would go that far, that extreme, and just that far in the underworld to do what they do, I guess.
Exactly. And look, this is pornography involving children. This involves the production of pornography involving children. We found other pornography that was quote unquote legal for them to possess, but it just shows sort of a pattern of what we came to expect. In addition to everything you saw that we seized there, we've also seized several other items that just weren't illegal to possess per se, but such as a computer hard drive and other items that are related to the investigation. So it's very possible that we see additional charges come from this very case. But already, I mean, you saw the laundry list of charges that each of them face, and they're already facing first-degree rape charges, 2 counts of that. That stands, again, depending on how the prosecution goes, that stands with a penalty of, as much as life imprisonment without parole, or they could even try it as a capital case and go for the death penalty.
Wow, that's incredible. Congratulations on great work in making our place safe for everyone. We appreciate it. And Captain, thank you so much for joining us. Some tough news, but we appreciate your transparency on this.
Thank you, Martin, as always.
All right, we'll take a short break. We'll be right back. Today's social media segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Waits and Downer, attorneys at law. Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough.